Greetings Diecast Racing fans, and welcome back to the semi and the grand final of our Stock Teamsterz Tournament. A week has passed. Hopefully we won't have the problems with the camera gear this week that we had last week. A few things have changed at the track. All of our knocked out competitors are sitting there waiting. The ice cream truck seems to have moved again. Keldon's hanging outside my garage. And the competitors are ready. So, now seems like a good time to tell you about the tournament that comes after this. I'm going to do my first mail-in tournament. That means you send me cars, but within certain parameters. It's going to be a modified Teamsterz tournament. That means that they need to be Teamsterz HTI casts. So anything that is made by HTI, either in the Teamsterz, the Chad Valley, the Carousel, I think there's Adventure Force and some other brands that are all HTI Teamsterz. How can you tell it's one of those, Sharky? Well, the simple way to tell if it's one of those is the undersides. They all have these screw ports, either one or two screw ports, which makes them easy to modify. And what are you allowed to do to them? Well, you're allowed to fit any wheels and axles you want. You're allowed to add as much weight as you want, but you must use the top of the vehicle and the bottom of the vehicle. And please do paint them up. I'd love to see what you come up with. Once I have received 16 of those, I will then launch the modified tournament, which will take the same format that this one did, but just with the modified vehicles. Now, let's get on with today's action and the draw, which Mamma Mia is going to help us with. So here we are with the semi-final and looking at your four drivers that have got through to this stage. Let me find my race stat sheet so that I can compare stuff on that. Okay, so first up we have got Danny Zuko from Huntington Park and the metallic green pickup. Danny's fastest time in round 2 was 1.5 seconds, a new lap record set in round 2. Danny initially tied the lap record and then extended and got a new lap record of 1.5 seconds. Danny is up against the white Lambo of Liam Taylor and Riley's DRC. Now, in round 2, Liam, I think Liam's going to go out here if Liam goes up against Danny. Yeah. Anyway, we'll see how this goes. Liam is 1.9 seconds, was his fastest in round 2. Jason in the yellow Vulcan, his fastest time in round 2 was 1.7 seconds, improving on his time in round 1. So that car is improving all the time. You know, has Danny in the green metallic pickup hit the peak? Jason may catch him. That could be interesting. Anyway, and the final one through is, of course, the V-Man in the red Mercedes. His fastest time in round 2 was 1.9 seconds, but he also posted the slowest winning time of 2.2. Sorry, V-Man, I don't think you've got much chance in this semi-final, because the time posted by your competitor that you won against in round 2 of 1.7 seconds was faster than all your 2 winning times. It was just lane choice. So you might get lucky, you might get the right lane choice, We'll see how that goes. Let's get on to the draw. Round 2 race data. So race 1, car 2 versus car 15. Car 2 won through in 2 rounds with the fastest time of 1.9 seconds. Race 2, car 12 versus car 16, which was a 3-race thriller. Final winner was car 12, but with the slowest winning time that we've seen, which is a winning time of 2.2 seconds. In fact, the car 16's time of 1.7 was faster than both of the others, so it was down to lane selection there. A nice lane selection, well done. Right, race 3. What a thriller that was. So we had the first race. We saw a lap record tie from car 1 of 1.6 seconds. Then car 14 pulled it back with a 1.7. And to bring home the win, car 1 put down a new lap record of 1.5 seconds. So car 1 really is going to be the one to watch into the semi-finals and grand final, depending on who and whatever. But has car 1 used their nitrous too early? Have they peaked too early? Are they going to go downhill from here? And the final race up is car 5 versus car 6. That means that we have, the winner was car 5 with the fastest time there of 1.7, but also quite a slow time on the other lane of 2.1. That's an interesting choice. We'll see what happens with car 5. Looks like that car 5 does not favour the red lane. So if you get through, then starting out on the blue lane may be the right choice for you. Right, let's get down to more of the action. So here we go for the round 2 draw. Mamma Mia is helping me out again. Shake, place them face down, left lane, right lane, left lane, right lane. And it still says round 2 on there, but it's not round 2, is it? It's the semi-final. So here we go. First semi-final matchup is car 5, which is the Comish. No, it's not. Car 5 is Jason, isn't it? In the yellow Vulcan. Versus car 12, the V-Man. Second matchup is number 1, Danny Zuko, versus number 2, Liam Taylor in the white Lambo. Let's see how this races. So the final draw of this competition, the semi-final draw, puts the yellow Falcon of Jason against the red Mercedes of the V-Man. V-Man, I think you're going out here, mate, because I think Jason's got you beat. But, you know, what a way to go out, hey, in the semi-final. Jason definitely has the stats advantage, although you do have 1 gram of weight advantage, and maybe now you've got your head round the track, you may do a little better. The second pairing is Danny Zuko in the green pickup versus Liam Taylor in the white Lambo. Again, I think that we are going to see Danny go through unless Liam can pull something out of the bag. There is talk that Liam has some nitrous and has been holding off using it. Liam, now would be the time, buddy. Okay, let's get down to the semi-final racing. Right, let's hope that all the camera gear is working correctly as we get up for the first one, semi-final. Jason in car 5 versus V-Man in car 12. Clear win there by Jason in the yellow Vulcan with a time of 1.9 seconds. Remember, in the semi-finals, it's best of 5, not best of 3. The lanes have been switched. Let's see if V-Man can even it up in his favoured red lane. And the answer is no. Jason's got the hammer down, time of 1.7 seconds. That's 2-0 up. V-Man, you need to get this next one, otherwise you're out 3 and done. Jason has a commanding lead 2-0. Lanes are switched again. Ready to go. Slower time. I think the blue lane favours Jason, which is something he needs to bear in mind if he now he's through to the final, because he's just done it 3 and none. Jason moves on to the grand final. Jason took that in 3 easy wins. Now on to our second semi-final, Danny Zuko versus Liam Taylor. They're all set up, ready to go. Danny goes through. First one, win to Danny Zuko with 1.8 seconds. Lanes are switched. Liam's pulled it back. So it's now 1 apiece. Liam with a 1.9. Race 3, 1 apiece. Danny gets a 1.8 on his favoured red lane. Switch lanes again and see whether Danny can bring home the win. Danny Zuko's 1 up, 4th race. That looked like a dead heat to me, but the start gate tells me that in 1.9 Liam has squared it off, moving into the final decider. So just an interesting fact from our adjudicator here. We are 2 apiece at the moment, but car 1 has won both of his in 1.8 seconds and car 2 has won both of his in 1.9 seconds. So car 1 is the faster car, but let's see what happens here. Decider, this is it. Oh, Danny's got the lead out and brings home the win with a time of 1.7 seconds. Well done, Danny. So that completes the semi-final complement. And our two finalists are Jason in the yellow Vulcan from Teamsterz Racing versus Danny Zuko from Huntington Park in the metallic green truck. Looking at our statistics, both have had the best winning time of 1.7 seconds, but Jason won his semi in 3 and done, whereas Danny was a 5-round thriller. As such, Jason gets his choice and he gets the lane choice for the grand final. Right folks, here we go for the first race of the grand final. Jason has chosen to drive in the blue lane because that was his faster lane, which means that Danny Zuko is in the red lane. Here we go. Slow time from Danny there, taking it 2.0. Come on, Jason. Race 2. Danny Zuko 1 up. .8 seconds there from Jason for the win. 1 apiece. So it's 1 apiece. Danny goes 2-1 up with a 1.9. It's going to go to 5, I'm sure. Let's see if they can break the deadlock here. Very, very close. Very, very close. Jason pulls a 1.9. So that makes it 2 apiece. It's the final deciding race. Final deciding race of the Stock Teamsterz Tournament. 2 each. Whoever wins this takes home the gold. And with the faster time there again is Danny Zuko, winning 3-2. So our congratulations go out to Danny Zuko of Huntington Park Racing in the green, on the metallic green pickup. Congratulations on your win. That concludes our racing here today, and it concludes the Stock Teamsterz Tournament. What's next? Well, we'll have to see. There will be another tournament coming up in a couple of weeks. I'll keep you appraised of that once details are squared away. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Now we know who our winner is, I just thought I'd go over some of the race data because people might be interested. So the semi-final. Semi-final 1, car 5 versus car 12. Car 5 won through in 3 straight through races with the fastest time of 1.7 seconds. In race 2, it was a 5 thriller, and car 1 eventually won through with the fastest time of 1.7 seconds. So going into the grand final, they were both matched with the fastest time of 1.7 seconds, and it looks like car 1 there is substantially slower by 0.2 of a second with their fastest time, as opposed to the lap record that they had set in round 2. Grand final was car 1 versus car 5. So Danny Zuko versus Jason from Teamsterz. and it went the full 5. And both cars put in slower times than they had in the semis or in round 2. The fastest time of the day being a 1.8 seconds, and the eventual winner, as we know, was Danny Zuko. Hopefully you found that interesting. I've got all the race data sheets. Hopefully, if people are interested, I can post and continue to do bits and pieces like this. I hope you've enjoyed that. I'll catch you all next time.